Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In these videos we are discussing the questions that are asked in GATE DA examination. Let us consider this question. In this question it is given that there is some unknown full binary tree, and on that the following traversals are given. So basically these three traversals are given: Inorder, Preorder and Postorder, and it is being asked that which one of the above are sufficient to construct the binary tree correctly. Please note that in the question it is given that the binary tree is a full binary tree. So full binary tree, if you know the definition, full binary tree is a tree where every node will have a 0 or 2 childs. It cannot happen that there is some node which has only one child, and both if there is a child, there should be two childs, and there should be left child and right child. So like this the binary tree is constructed, then only we can say that it is a full binary tree. So on that we are given three traversals, and we are being asked that using which one of these three we can construct the binary tree correctly. So let's consider first this first option, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 means preorder and inorder. So basically first let's understand what is the preorder and inorder traversal. So in order traversal, the sequence of node exploration is first left subtree is being explored, left subtree, then the root is being explored, and then the right subtree is being explored. Let's understand what is the preorder. If you are aware, preorder may first root will be explored. So that is the first thing that will be explored in preorder. Then it will explore the left subtree. Left subtree will be explored, and then it will explore the right subtree. So right subtree will be last both in preorder and inorder, but the first thing will be explored will be root in preorder, while in the inorder it will be left subtree. So I want you to observe the certain properties that you get after both of these traversal. So please observe that in inorder traversal, in inorder traversal, you can observe that all nodes in left subtree are to the left of root, and all nodes of the right subtree are to the right of root. All nodes in right subtree are to right of the root. So this will be essentially followed if you do the inorder traversal of any binary tree. So similarly there are certain other properties for preorder. So for preorder, if you observe, so for a preorder, the first thing will be traversed will be root in any preorder traversal, and then it will explore the left subtree, and then it will explore the right subtree. So please note that the first node itself will be root. So first node in preorder traversal will be root. Can you observe any other property? In subsequent nodes, some portion of the nodes will be left subtree. Basically, after root, in subsequent nodes, some portion will be left subtree, some portion will be right subtree. But even in left subtree, if you observe, it will explore the root first. So another property is the second node will be the left child of the root itself. So this is one more property I want you to observe. The second node will be left child of the root. There is certain small caveat here that if the left subtree exists, like if left subtree doesn't exist, then it will be right child of the root. So if there is small caveat here, if left subtree exists, else it will be right child. So if you want to go through with the small example, let's say very simple example, if you consider, let's say there is certain node A, then there is certain node B, and there is certain node C. So obviously if you do the pre-order traversal, what you will get? You will get first A, then you will get left subtree, that means B. Now the left subtree is over, then you will go for right subtree. So ABC you will get. But instead of this, if the tree is, so if you observe here, first is root here only. Second is left subtree, left child of the root itself. So left subtree exists. That's why. So instead of that, if the tree is given like A, C, and B, and if you are given that what is the pre-order traversal, then again first will be root, so that will be followed essentially. So first will be root. Second, there is no left subtree, so it will skip that part and it will go for right subtree. The first will be explored root. So C, here it will be right child. So this is the second case that I have mentioned in this condition. So in this case, C will be right child of the root, so that will be the second node, and third will be B. So we are not considering this kind of cases because this is not a full binary tree. This is not a full binary tree, but this one is full one. So this is full. So essentially we are interested in this because that is the requirement in the question, but this is just for the understanding. So these are the two properties that we have obtained from Inorder and Preorder traversal. So let's say you are given Inorder and Preorder traversal basically. So let's say I don't know the nodes yet. I will formulate as I explain the sequence, but in Inorder I know the sequence. The left part will be left subtree, nodes of a left subtree, then there will be root, and then there will be nodes of the right subtree. So let me indicate the nodes of the left subtree by yellow, then let me indicate the root by this gray color, then let me indicate the nodes of the right subtree by this green color. So I know there will be some left subtree nodes, then there will be root, and then the right subtree nodes. So let me indicate. So this is left subtree. And this light green part is right subtree. Now for a preorder, what is the property that we have observed? For a preorder, preorder, first will be root. So in condition first node will be root, so first will be root. Then the second node will be left child, and a second sequence of nodes will be left subtree. So let me indicate again through yellow. So these are the left subtree nodes. And then the sequence of nodes will be right subtree nodes. So this will be always a sequence given both are existing, left subtree and right subtree exist. So that we will so given any in-order and pre-order traversal, it will be easy to identify what will be the root node, right? Because root node will be definitely first node itself in the pre-order traversal. So let's say given any in-order and pre-order traversal, first step you can identify root node. Root will be first node in preorder. So that is being that we can identify very easily. Even there is one more property, if you remember, that the second node will be left child if it exists, otherwise it will be right child. So second node will be left child if exist. Basically we don't need to worry much about if it exists, because we are assuming that if left child doesn't exist, then right child will also not exist. So it will be very simple case, only one node will be there. But for a completeness I am writing second node will be left child if it exists, else it will be right child, right? So given in order and pre-order traversal, you have found the root. So once the root you have found, you can identify the nodes in the left subtree and right subtree, all the nodes in left subtree and right subtree, because if you observe this property, in order root will be in the middle, all the nodes in left subtree will be on the left side of it, all the nodes in the right subtree will be of a right side of it. So what you can identify, you have identified a root, then from root all nodes in left and right subtree could be identified by observing the in-order from an in-order traversal. From in-order. So how many things I could identify? One thing is I could identify root, that is possible. Even let's consider left child exists, then I could identify the left child also. Even I could identify all nodes in left subtree and right subtree. I could not identify the right child, right? If you closely observe, you can also identify the right child, because see, let's say root is at a ith position. Let's say hypothetically root is at a ith position in order. Then in preorder, in Inorder till root, how many nodes I have explored? All the nodes in left subtree and the root. So total 1 to I nodes I have explored. So similarly, if I consider 1 to I nodes in a preorder, then it will be only from a root and left subtree itself. So the remaining nodes in the preorder will be on a right subtree, and a first node will be the root of right subtree, because if you observe the property of preorder, first node will be always the root. So in the first order, in preorder traversal of a right subtree, the first node will be the root of a right subtree. That is nothing but right child. Right child. So in short, I can also write that from a position of a root, so let's say if root is at ith position, if root is at ith position in order traversal, then I plus 1 position will be right child. So from Inorder and preorder, how many things I could identify? One thing is I could identify root, I could identify left child, also I could identify not just left child but entire left subtree. So left child and subtree, that is more specific. All the nodes in subtree also I could identify. Then I could identify right child and right subtree also. So if Inorder and preorder are given, these three things I could identify. So that will be like a first level of exploration. So if some tree is there, some root you have identified, left child you could identify, right child you could identify, and the remaining part is still remaining. But in the remaining part, if you just observe that, you have a sequence of Inorder traversal of left subtree, that is this part. You have a sequence of right subtree Inorder traversal, that is this part. Then you have a sequence of preorder traversal of a left subtree, that is this part, and you have a sequence of preorder traversal of a right subtree, that is this part. So from Inorder and preorder traversal, you can obtain 2 more traversal each from each of them, and you can follow the same procedure in each of these traversal. You can obtain the root, then their child you can obtain by the same observation that we did earlier, and similarly recursively you can form the entire tree. So we could recursively form an entire tree, because we could identify Inorder traversal of a left subtree and right subtree from an Inorder traversal of an entire tree, and we could also identify preorder traversal of a left subtree and right subtree from a preorder traversal of an entire tree. So more specifically, since we know Inorder and preorder traversals of left subtree and right subtree recursively we can find entire tree. Please note, we have not considered this rare case when left child and right child doesn't exist. But if you can notice slightly here, that if left child doesn't exist in Inorder traversal, it will be again at a first. Root will be at a first. If right child doesn't exist, then root will be at the last. So with some more checks, you can identify whether there is a left child or right child, and you can proceed accordingly. But for consideration of this question, we don't need to worry about those cases. But that will not stop us to find the entire tree from Inorder and preorder traversal. So let's consider small example from this. So let's say I formulate some tree, okay, hypothetically. I have some nodes and I will name it now. So I have considered this tree, and I'm just naming it with some A, let's say B, C, D, E. Okay. The left, please check that this is a full binary tree. Every node either has a 0 child or a 2 child. So this is full binary tree. What will be the Inorder traversal of this tree? Inorder traversal of this tree will be, first will be left child, it will explore. So C, then it will explore root, so it will explore A, then it will go for right child, in that it will go left, so it will go E, then it will go for root, so it will root of the right subtree, that is B, and then it will explore D. So this will be the sequence of Inorder. Now what will be the sequence of preorder? So preorder will be what is the first, it explores root, then left subtree and right subtree, right? So in preorder, root will be explored first. So A, will be explored, then the left subtree. So left subtree, it will be C. Then it will go for right subtree. In right subtree, root will be explored first, so that will be B. Then it will go for left subtree. Then it will be E, and then it will be D. Now what is the procedure? Suppose this graph is this particular tree. This particular tree we don't have, but we just have this. We don't have this tree, but we have this traversal. So how we proceed? So suppose we are to follow the same procedure as this. So first identify first node as a root in preorder. So in a preorder, first node in a root is A. So we could find root is A. Okay, now so once root is A, then what will be the second step? In the second step, second node will be the left child itself, but one more property is observe the Inorder traversal and see all the nodes in the left will be left subtree and right will be right subtree. So C will be in the left subtree, this will be left, and this all will be right subtree. So second node will be left child of a root. So C will be left child of a E. So that is one more evidence that we have obtained. So let me draw the things that we are knowing slowly. So A will be the root, C will be the left child of A, and what will be in right subtree? Right subtree, which nodes are there? E, B and D, and similarly the pre-order traversal will be B, E, D. So right subtree में in-order traversal अगर मैं लिखने जाऊँ, so that will be nothing but this sequence, right? This is the in-order traversal of a right subtree. So let me write it in order. That is nothing but EBD. So that is, this is EBD, and I'll have to write a pre-order traversal. It will start from this index itself, so that will be again BED. So last three nodes. So pre-order will be also, pre-order will be BED. BED. Now apply the same process in a right subtree. So first will be root. So for a right subtree, what will be the root? First node will be the root, right? So root I have found out that is just B. So find out the root in the in order. So that is just the middle. Left will be the left subtree, right will be the right subtree. Only one nodes are there. So E will be on the left and D will be on the right. It's very much evident. So B you have found out. E will be on the left and D will be on right. Just observe you have obtained the same tree or not. C A left is C, right is B. A left is C, right is B, E and D. So it will be same, right? So using this simple process you can find out entire tree recursively. So similarly I want you to check in homework. Please check in homework. Please check. You can construct a tree. If in order and post order traversals is given. So please check this in the homework. Let's now consider the second option that we are being given. So 1 and 2 in order and pre-order, this is correct. Actually I have requested you to check in order and post order also. This is also correct. Let's consider this the third one option, that is pre-order and post order. So please observe the property again. So pre-order, what is the sequence? Pre-order, that means first will be root, then it will be left subtree, and then it will be right subtree. So this will be the sequence in pre-order. Please note the sequence of post-order traversal. What will be the sequence? First it will explore the left subtree actually. So first it will go for left subtree. Then it will explore right subtree. And then it will explore. At last it will explore the root. So given a pre-order and post-order traversal of some tree, how many things you can identify? Let's check it. So let me write some sequence. So first will be root. So from a first node of a pre-order, I will identify the root. That is easy. Then some subsequent nodes will be there. That is for a left subtree. Let me denote it with a yellow color. Then again there will be some subsequent nodes which will be for a right subtree. So let me denote it with a green color. So this is a pre-order traversal. Let me consider what will be the post-order. Right. Some nodes will be there that will be for a left subtree. Let me denote with a yellow. Then some subsequent nodes will be there that will be with a right subtree, and let me denote with the green. And the last will be root. So root is very easy to identify, either a first node of a pre-order or last node of a post-order. So given pre-order and post-order, so what will be the case? First node in pre-order will be root. Similarly, you can consider the last node in a post-order will be also root. So that is true. Now we have observed, if you remember, one more property of a pre-order. The second node will be the left child of the tree. So the second node will be left child. Similarly, if you observe the sequence of a post order, it will be left subtree, right subtree, and the root. So the root node before the root will be the root of a right subtree, or in a more specifically, it will be the right child. Because root is explored last, and what is the last in right subtree traversal? It will be the root of the right subtree. That is a right child of basically that is a right child of a root of an entire tree. So the second node will be the left child. Second node in a basically pre-order. And second last node in a post order will be right child. Please note, in a cases where a left subtree does not exist or a right subtree does not exist, we cannot say that. If left subtree does not exist, the second node will become the right child, and the second last node in a post order will remain a right child, but the second node will become a right child. In a reverse case, let's say right subtree does not exist, then a second last node in a post order will be not a right child but a left child, and second node will remain a left child. So we would not be able to identify. Let's say if either one of the case happens, let's say left subtree does not exist or right subtree does not exist, the second node in pre-order will be same as the second last node in the post order, and we will not be able to identify whether it is a left or right. So consider this minor case. It's not relevant in this question, but this, for a completeness I am saying, if left or right subtree not exist, then second node in pre-order will be equal to second last node in post order, and either of the two cases happens. They could be of a left subtree root node, they could be of a left child or a right child. So they could be of a left child or right child. We don't know. We don't know. There is no way we will be able to know that whether those are of a left child or a right child. So if I just want you to observe the pre-order and post-order traversals of some tree, hypothetical tree. So let's say some A is given, some this is, let's say some one tree is given. Okay, so what will be the pre-order and what will be the pre-order traversal? Just write it down. Pre-order traversal will be first will be root, then left child, right child. So A, B and C. Please verify this is a pre-order traversal. Please write post-order. What will be the post-order traversal? So it will be of last will be C, then you will explore B, and then you will explore A. So both traversals are given, and second last node, which is B, and second node in pre-order, both are same. And in this case, B is of a right child. Can you make a case if it is of a left child? We will get the same traversals. So let's say A, B, and this is given, let's say, hypothetically. So let's say you are asked to write a pre-order traversal of this tree. So pre-order first will be root, okay, then the left child, then the right. So same pre-order you have obtained. Write the post-order. If you want to write a post order, how you will go for it? First it will go for a left subtree, then it will go for left which does not exist, then it will go for right. So C, B and A. Please note both are same. These both are same, even though the tree is different. Why? Because if left subtree or right subtree does not exist, we won't be able to identify whether the node will be of a left child or right child. So but this is not the case in our current scenario. In current scenario we know that both are existing, unless it is very trivial case that there is only one node, so we don't worry those case. It's very simple to identify there. But let's say if both exist, then second node in pre-order will be left child, and second last node in post-order will be right child. So we have identified left child and right child, but we did not identify what will be the left, because we don't know, right? These color difference I just made for understanding, but in actual traversal we don't know what will be the left subtree and right subtree. So how you will identify? Just observe one more property, that whatever this right child will be, right, it will be very first in a post-order traversal, pre-order traversal of a right subtree. So this right child, it will be definitely the case that it will be here, 100% it will be here. We are very, very sure. So once you identify a right child, search for a right child in pre-order and sequence up to first will be root. So from second to that sequence, so let's say this index is I, so from second to I minus 1, that is basically pre-ordered traversal of a left subtree, and I to the end is a pre-ordered traversal of a right subtree. So that's the same thing. Now the same property you apply. The first node you have identified as a left subtree. So you notice that it will be definitely it will be the last node. Definitely it will be the last node in the post-order traversal. So you can identify these segments very nicely in this case, this segment to this segment. So this is a post-order traversal of a left subtree. This is a pre-order traversal of a left subtree. This is a basically pre-order traversal of a right subtree. This is a post-order traversal of a right subtree. So indexing, like visually you can understand. I am not writing the indexes. I don't want to make it too notion wise and too mathematical, but you can identify basically that not only you are obtaining the left child and right child, also since right child will be first in pre-order and pre-order traversal of a right subtree and left child will be last in post-order traversal of left subtree. Since both these things are very much easy to we can identify these two things, so we can obtain from these two we can obtain pre and post order traversal of left subtree as well as right subtree. So since only one property, we need to assume that both child exist, and from that we will be able to identify, what is the left child, what is the right child, what is the root, what is the preorder traversal of left subtree, what is the preorder traversal of right subtree. So let's quickly take the same example that we took and fast we will just verify this. So let me give the name of these nodes, A, B, C, D, E. Let's write okay. Let's write basically. Let's write preorder of this trial. This is a complete case. Every child has a 0 or 2 child, so that's a nice thing that we wanted. What will be the preorder? A, then it will go for left child, that it will be D, then it will go for a right subtree, that will be B, then it will be C and E. So this is preorder. What will be the post order? Post order will be first it will go for left, it will write D, then it will go for right, and then it will go for left, so it will write C, then E, then the root of the right subtree, it will be B, then it will be E. So this will be the sequence. So from the sequence, let's follow the same steps. First node in a preorder and last node in postorder will be the root. So root we know A. Root is A. So let me parallelly draw it in another slide. So root is A that I could find out. Now second node will be the left subtree, and second last node of a postorder will be right child. Second node in preorder will be left child, and second last node in the postorder will be right child. So D will be left child. So this is another thing I could find out. D will be of a left child, so that is correct. And second last node, that is B, so that is a right child, so that is right child. Nice. So B also I could find out. Now once you identify left child and right child, you need to identify a preorder and postorder traversal of a left subtree and right subtree. So what we can do, take a B and identify the index where it is coming in the preorder. So it is coming in a 1, 2, 3, third index. Okay. So from that to entire traversal will be the traversal of a right subtree, preorder traversal of a right subtree. So for a right subtree, okay, preorder will be to take a B, and from that it will entire will be preordered. So B, C, E. So it will be simply B, C, and D. Sorry, let's just write it. It will be B, C, and D. What will be the post order? Post order will be post order of a right subtree will be how you can identify. So post order of right subtree will be first you need to identify where the left subtree traversal ends. So take a left child. So what is the left child here? D. D is a left child, right? So the end, so where it ends, that is the end of a left subtree. So D is first index only, so it ends there only. So left subtree is just a node D, there is no other node. So from C to B, that is a post order traversal of a right subtree. So C, E and B is a post order traversal of a right subtree. Now again follow the same procedure. In a right subtree, root will be first node in the preorder B, or last node in a post order. So root will be B. So root will be B. Left child is a second node, right child is a third node. So C will be left child because it is a second node in preorder. So C will be left child. And this nicely. C. And right child will be, because that is the second last node in Postorder. So right child will be. So C is left and E is right. So just note, did you construct the tree in the correct manner? D is a left child, A is a root, that is true. B, C and E, that is B is root, C is left child, E is right. So you could identify the tree correctly. This option which is saying that preorder and postorder is also correct. Given we assume the small thing that both the left child and right child exist, if the one of them does not exist, we won't be able to identify it is of a left subtree or a right subtree. But given this condition, we can reconstruct the tree. Since it is full binary tree, if it has a child, it will be 2. So left child and right child exist, so in that case 3 is definitely true. So 4 is saying 1 only, that is Inorder traversal only. That is actually incorrect. And in this all this sequence, what we did was the sequence was identifying the root, finding the left child, right child, and then to reconstruct a tree. In 4, if you think about it, if only Inorder is given, can you identify a root? Can you identify a left child, right child? You will after some amount of thinking, you will notice that you will not be able to do it. In fact, if you consider these two trees, these two are not equal actually. Still, Inorder traversal of these two trees are same. So if you find the Inorder traversal of this tree, of a left tree and right tree. So first will be D, B, E, that is a left subtree. So D, B, E. So for this I'm writing. So then it will be root A, and then it will be C. So this is the Inorder traversal of a left tree. If you notice Inorder traversal of a right tree, that is also, you will get the same thing. So Inorder traversal of a right tree. So first it will start with D, that is a left subtree and left node. Then it will go for root, that is B. Then it will go for right child. So in right subtree it will go for left part first. So it will take E first. Then it will go for root again, E. And then it will go for right child. So both are same. The traversal is same, but the tree is distinct. So this is the case that if the only Inorder traversal is given, you cannot construct a binary tree uniquely or correctly. So fourth option is incorrect. Rest 3 are correct. So we will end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you in the next video.